Claire is practicing her breathing for her upcoming yoga retreat in Bali. Has she ever done yoga before? No. But Claire worked with Empower on her savings and investment strategy. She got good at money, so she can be a little bad. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Join our 19 million customers today at empower.com.
Past performance is not indicative of future returns. Investing involves risks. You may lose money. Advisory services are provided for a fee by Empower Advisor Group, LLC, EAG, a registered investment advisor with the Securities and Exchange Commission. Om Namaste.
You found your person. Now let the Knot help you with everything else. The Knot connects you to the wedding inspo, vendors, venues, and planning tools you need to make your day totally you. Having helped plan 25 million weddings, we've got your back when it comes to every little detail like RSVPs, budgets, and more. Because your wedding comes to life with the connections that matter the most. Get started at theknot.com/audio. The Knot. Let's plan your wedding together.
Now tuned into the greatest.
The Run with Manny Wilson podcast.
The Run with Manny Wilson podcast.
Chicago to your speakers.
The best sports podcast there is.
Yes, sir. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Run with me, Manny Wilson, all the way from Detroit to Chicago to your speakers and headphones. I appreciate you tuning in to the first interactive sports podcast, a community that makes sure your voice is heard. So if you hear something you agree with, you disagree with, you like, or you dislike, go ahead, shoot us a quick take, 219-413-9405. And of course, we'll play your take back on our next episode. And shout out to SeatGeek for sponsoring this episode. Get $20 off your first ticket purchase when you use the promo code TheRunPodcast. Now, this code can only be applied for first-time users on the mobile app or website. So I don't know about you, but basketball season is about to pick up again. Coming back from the All-Star break. So go ahead, go to one of these games or visit a concert. Use it for your concert. Create that account. Save yourself $20 when you purchase that ticket through SeatGeek. Anyway, so look, as you guys know, it's the All-Star break in the NBA. So it just recently happened, and it's a lot of controversy going on about, the All-Star game was trash, and all the events and everything is just bad. They need to get rid of All-Star Weekend. It's not what it used to be. What they used to play for pride back then, and now they don't even play hard. We hear a lot of that talk. I know, man. We hearing so much noise about the All-Star game and people, not even All-Stars seeing the floor. You got rising stars seeing the floor now, and second-year guys, rookie guys playing on All-Star Weekend against actual All-Stars. So it's a lot of nonsense going on, and I understand where a lot of people are coming from, and I understand where a lot of you all are coming from as well in these same sort of complaints. And the thing here with the All-Star game, I'm not upset that they tried something new. I know it didn't work out. It didn't turn out to be one of the greatest things ever, but keep in mind, they've also been on a downward trajectory in terms of making All-Star Weekend a fun, eventful type of thing for spectators to look at on the weekend. And always, I don't know why, they always just have it on Valentine's Day weekend, which is just crazy to me. But the thing about this new format where you got the multiple games, it was 3 games total, 4 different teams. The Rising Stars was included in the teams. All of that stuff is whatever. I didn't think it was the worst idea in the world, but the thing I did not like is the 40-point total. It just happened to go by so quick, and obviously it's that way because you got to see multiple teams play. But the thing is, we also did not see a lot of play time within the All-Star Weekend. Correct me if I'm wrong. Feel free to call in, do whatever you got to do. Fact check yourself. But I seen a graphic, and it was saying we saw over 2 hours of commercials and performances and singing and all type of jokes, but only 35 minutes of actual playing time with basketball. That's a problem. I think if we had it where we seen a lot more actual basketball in terms of these teams playing against each other, maybe they played to 60, maybe they played to 65, who knows? And you didn't add 45 minutes in between each game, then we would probably be all right with this type of format. Or at least you wouldn't have as many people crying about it. Now, crying is always going to be the easiest thing for a lot of people to do. It always gets the most attention whenever you talk negative about anything. But I do want to say, I think this is something the NBA can improve on. They stepped away from the NBA East and versus Western team. But this is a year you could have potentially done that because the stardom on each conference is actually somewhat similar. You look at the Western Conference, they got a lot of older guys. Steph Curry, Dame's not over there no more, but Steph Curry, LeBron, maybe Devin Booker would have got in there, Kevin Durant. You got a lot of talent over there. SGA would have been over in the West. And then the Eastern Conference would have been just as jumping too because you got you got a lot of other. Dame is over there now. You got Giannis. You got, Tyrese Halliburton. You got the talent is just about even. Jalen Brunson is even on the Eastern Conference. So I think this would have been a year for the NBA to try that East versus West All-Star game again, just because the talent is somewhat equal again. But you got stars on both sides, and it's not a Western Conference dominant stardom type of team if you do East versus West. Now, that would have been cool to me. However, one of the things they should 1,000% include, and this has been in talks literally since the All-Star game ended yesterday, they've been talking about adding one-on-one, 1v1 type of competition. I've been screaming 1v1 from the top of my lungs for a couple of years now. Whether you've heard it or not, just know I've been screaming the NBA needs to convert to some sort of 1v1 format for the All-Star game. You can add an All-Star game where guys play each other, but maybe it's on less time, but just something where it's going to give a competitive edge to the game and it makes it entertaining because nobody is going to want to get embarrassed if you're out there playing 1v1. And then if you separate the 1v1 category from guards to centers and forwards, like you get great basketball. Imagine watching a Kay Cunningham versus SGA, Damian Lillard versus Steph Curry, like Jalen Brunson versus LaMelo. Like you would see some crazy matchups, and the winner of all the pool of guards would be the winner of the MVP, whatever, the trophy. They get a trophy, whatever. However you want to conclude it, that's how you would do that. But I know for me personally, I would love to see a Donovan Mitchell versus the Jalen Brunson 1v1 or Cade Cunningham versus the SGA 1-on-1 in an all-star weekend. And everybody's going to play hard because you don't want to get out there and get deuced up on TV. Put a little shot clock on it, maybe a 10-second count where guys got to score within that 10-second time period, and then you're golden. Forwards would be just as elite. Forwards and centers would be just as elite. Kevin Durant, Victor Wembanyama, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Nikola Jokic, LeBron James versus Kevin Durant. Like, I mean, bro, it has a lot of potential. Has a lot of potential on it. And I'm on board with, adding some sort of one-on-one. The thing that, I think is hurting the league right now, All-Star Weekend wise is, obviously they got the charity things where teams get the charity, but no, bro, you got to give these guys funds. It's getting to a point in the NBA where guys don't want to play if they're not going to get paid. And I get it, bro, because who the hell would want to go to work for free if they're not getting paid for it, especially when you can end up getting hurt and then now you really miss out on your bucks. So it's at a point where guys are not touching the floor, not going to give effort unless they're getting paid. So what the NBA needs to do is take all that money from the in-season tournament and figure out what you got to do financially and add it to the All-Star game. Winner of the All-Star game gets this amount of money. Each team, if you're going to do 2 teams, the winning team gets this much amount of money and it goes into each player's pocket. Don't do that charity BS, bro. Stop with all of that because the players aren't pocketing that money, and yeah, they might want their charities to win for the kids and stuff, but at the end of the day, if you say this much money, $250,000 is going to each player that wins, that's on the winning team, I guarantee you, guys go out there and they play their tail off. Because look what happened in the in-season tournament. We think it's a joke, but guys still give top 10, they give full effort in-season tournament because they want to win that bag. So I'm just saying, bro, they got to come up with something that's going to just bring more incentive for guys actually playing hard on the floor All-Star weekend. I mean, you already added the restrictions of you cannot be an all-star if you don't play a certain amount of games, and that's on the right track. I think that's actually turned out to be somewhat beneficial. But hey, man, you gotta give these guys some cash if you want them to play hard. That's the only way. Guys are getting really smart now, and they're like, yo, I'm I'm not playing hard. I'm not risking anything. I'm chilling. I'm going to throw up some crazy shots. I'm not playing defense. I'm not giving effort. None of that stuff, which is crazy. All-Star Weekend has never really been a time where guys were getting hurt, but it's just something, I mean, you got to consider, and it is a risk at the end of the day, asking guys to do a job they're not really getting paid for. It is an honor as well to be there on All-Star Weekend and actually be named an All-Star and play in an All-Star game. But guys are getting smarter now. They not moving if that bag ain't talking. And I ain't mad at them, because who the hell would want to go to work for free? I damn sure ain't doing it. And I know damn sure you ain't probably doing it either. So you can't be mad at the NBA guys when they're like, oh, All-Star Weekend, thank you, I'm glad to be here, but I'm going to just, I ain't going to play defense. I'm going to just chuck up shots. I'm going to just chill out. If you want them to play hard, you need to add the cash incentive. That's the only way. And don't do no cash incentive that's going to a charity. No, you need to say cash incentive. It's going in the pocket of everyone on that team who wins. Guarantee from that point on, we will see some great basketball. Easily. All right, look, man, so we got a voicemail caller. We're going to take a quick break, jump into some voicemails. We got some news as well, and then we're going to wrap up. But go ahead. Don't go anywhere, actually. Don't go anywhere. We're going to jump into the voicemail calls. You got one quick ad, and that's it, man. Then don't go anywhere. It ain't even long. Anyway, we'll be right back. It's halftime.
Halliday presents, in the red corner, the undisputed, undefeated Weed Whacker Guy. Champion of hurling grass and pollen everywhere. And in the blue corner, the challenger, extra strength Halliday. Eye drops that work all day to prevent the release of histamines that cause itchy allergy eyes. And the winner by knockout is Halliday. Halliday, bring it on.
This episode is brought to you by Rakuten. If you're shopping while working, eating, or even listening to this podcast, then you know and love the thrill of the hunt. But are you getting the thrill of the best deals? Rakuten shoppers do. They get the brands they love with the most savings and cash back. And you can get it too. Start getting cash back at your favorite stores like Samsung, Expedia, and Sephora. And even stack sales on top of cash back. It's easy to use, and you get your cash back through PayPal or check. The idea is simple. Stores pay Rakuten for sending them shoppers, and Rakuten shares the money with you as cash back. Download the free Rakuten app and never miss a deal. Or go to Rakuten.com to start getting the most bang for your buck. That's Rakuten.
All right, so we got a couple of voicemail calls, and as you know, we're going to play them back because they left them. But if you heard something or you hear something that you like, dislike, go ahead and shoot us a quick take. 219-413-9405. And then, of course, we're going to play your take back on the voicemail line. So we got the first voicemail, and let's hear what he had to say, bro. Let's do it. Let's see what he's talking about.
Yeah, you hating on Jalen Hurts. Just like everybody else.
That's crazy. You know what, man? All right, so I would just give you a little context. This came from, he didn't even drop the name, but this came from a video that was clipped from a couple episodes ago. I was talking about Jalen Hurts not being a top 5 quarterback, gave straight facts in terms of throwing. And all of that. He's not a top 5 quarterback. He's he's a winner. I think he's someone who leads the team, and he's a great field general. But ultimately, when you talk about skill set and what this guy can do that other guys cannot do, Jalen Hurts is not a top 5 quarterback. And I'm going to stand on that no matter what. I don't care what statistic you present me with, but on the eye test, when I'm watching him throw the ball, I can list 5 other quarterbacks that throw the ball better than Jalen Hurts. Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow is up in there. And then that 5th slot, I'll take an argument for Jalen Hurts, but Jared Goff had a great season. Jaden Daniels had a great season throwing the ball. So those guys, accurately, I've seen them throw the ball more accurately than I've seen Jalen Hurts. And because of that, accuracy is a damn big part of skill in terms of being a top 5 quarterback. So I'm going to stand on that, man. Jalen Hurts, great field general. Gets the job done. I love him as a quarterback, and I love what he brings to a team as a quarterback, but he's just not a top 5 quarterback. And I'm going to stand on that no matter what. So, all right, we got another voicemail call. And of course, maybe I don't know if it's pertaining to that or not. I haven't listened to it, but here it is. Let's see what he's talking about.
My name is Chase McGee. And my hot take is I can see the Oklahoma City Thunder being first round.
Oh, whoa. Okay, hold on. I want to make sure I heard you correctly. So first, what's going on, Chase? What's going on? Let me hear you one more time.
My name is Chase McGee. And my hot take is I can see the Oklahoma City Thunder being first round.
So you can see the Oklahoma City Thunder being first round exits. Oh, it's going to be a lot of people that don't like the truth now, Chase. Let me tell you, bro. You about to have a lot of people that don't like this truth, but I'm not one of them. I 1,000% agree with you. I can easily see the Oklahoma City Thunder being first round exits. When I'm looking at the other talent on the Western Conference, a lot of them are more experienced than the Oklahoma City Thunder, and I think talent-wise, their matchup just as good. OKC, they're number 1 seed right now. They're hot stuff. They're doing good. Everybody is hype about them. SGA is playing great ball, averaging 30 a game. But ultimately, when you look at the rest of the seeds between 4th and 10, let's just go all the way from the 4th seed to the 10th seed. Warriors, if they mess around and see the Oklahoma City Thunder, Warriors have tremendous experience. I've seen Steph Curry get hot and win games alone. I've seen him win a finals on his own against the Celtics a couple years ago. So I know damn well he would beat the Oklahoma City Thunder. Thunder has also been struggling with injuries, and I would go with the Thunder. They have the experience and they have Steph Curry. It's no more explanation or explaining I can do outside of experience and Steph Curry. That's a hell of a combination to defeat, especially for a young team like the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then you move along and you go to other potential teams that could face the Thunder. The Clippers. Let Kawhi Leonard get healthy. He's beating the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Lakers, LeBron and Luka Doncic. Oh, I would just probably take my money with the Lakers beating the Oklahoma City Thunder. They're a great team. They play great ball, but they're young as hell. And I don't think they're an invincible team like a lot of people are making it seem like they are. They're regular season maestros right now. They get it done in the regular season, and playoffs come in, they just cannot get it done. Even if they were to play the Minnesota Timberwolves, even despite the Timberwolves struggling as much as they have been so far the first half of the season, I think Timberwolves, if they get in the playoffs, they can lock in and maybe beat the Oklahoma City Thunder. But that would be the best matchup for the Oklahoma City Thunder if they want to advance. I don't want to see the Warriors. I wouldn't want to see the Lakers, and I damn sure wouldn't want to see the Clippers with a healthy Kawhi Leonard. All three of those other teams have star power and talent surrounding their star that could definitely beat a young Oklahoma City Thunder team. So I 1,000% agree with you. I wouldn't be surprised if Oklahoma City got the boot in the first round. They're playing good. They're a good team, but I'm just not convinced. I'm not convinced. They're fast. They can shoot and all of that, but I'm not convinced that they really have what it takes to start beating people in the playoffs and making something happen. And maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe they'll prove me wrong, but as of right now, no, I'm standing on that. That's how I see that going down. But no, I appreciate you calling. That's all the voicemails we got for today. And of course, go ahead, leave us a quick take, 219-413-9405. If you heard something you agree with, disagree with, maybe you think the Thunder are going to the finals this year. Who knows? I mean, you never really know. But go ahead, let me hear your opinion. Let me hear your thoughts about it. And of course, we'll play it back on our next episode. But other than that, look, man, hey, we got some news for the run coming up. And let's go ahead and just give you a few things to keep in mind with the news. Now, it's off season, not a lot going on right now, especially since the All-Star break in the NBA. But the Cincinnati Bengals, they plan to franchise tag wide receiver T. Higgins to keep him around. So he's a free agent, or was going to be a free agent, but the plan is for the Bengals to keep him around as long as possible and potentially stop him from getting a big contract with another team or leaving or whatever the case is. So I don't know. That's an interesting situation with the Bengals. And then despite multiple rumors, the Steelers, they've been looking for a quarterback. Now, specifically, Trevor Lawrence has been rumored to possibly go play with the Steelers and to be a main target for the Pittsburgh Steelers, but we don't really know if that's going to happen, especially now since Trevor Lawrence spoke out on the matter. This audio that I have here is from Up, and Adams. Here it is.
internet decides that the Steelers wanted to trade for you. What did you think of that?
That's funny. I didn't really see anything. My agent texted me and was like, "Hey, this is a." I didn't, and then of course I saw it after. He texted me and said, "Hey, this is a report that's out there. I don't think there's anything to it, but I'll check into it." So I saw it, and it's funny though. When he sent it to me, I was like, I wouldn't say your heart drops, but you're kind of like, what? Like you think, and then I'm like thinking about well, I can't even get. I have a no trade clause in my contract, so I would know about it if I was getting traded or if that was something that was going to happen. I'd have to be on board with it. So, which I'm not. I'm happy here in Jacksonville. I plan on. We want to win a Super Bowl here, and I think we can do that. And I don't want to leave Jacksonville, so I'm happy here. Obviously, not going to Pittsburgh.
All right, so you heard it right there and clear. Them rumors is shut down. Trevor Lawrence said he's not trying to leave. And I doubt it. Also, since he has a no trade clause, I doubt that he gets moved, especially to the Steelers. Now, I'm on the side. I don't really understand why the Steelers are trying so hard to pick up another quarterback when they have a young Justin Fields there, who clearly showed he still has some game in him and he can play the game the right way. So but the Steelers, go off, bro. Do whatever you do. Good news for the Detroit Lions. Their star defensive end, Aiden Hutchinson, is back up and running again. Now, in a recent video posted by the Detroit Times, Hutch is looking like he's having a pretty good recovery season so far after suffering a broken tibia and fibula. Now, I mean, you can check the video out on social media, but Hutch definitely looks good. He's going to be a huge help for the Detroit Lions coming back next season and bringing another presence and an elite defensive pass rush because, man, he's a big part in that. So what are the other things too? Now, I wanted to just briefly touch on this because we're kind of getting to that time. Like, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting to that time where we almost don't have sports. This is probably the hardest time for, sports fans and guys who bet and girls who bet. Like, this is a tough time, man, because we're getting to that pivotal time of the year where around, what is it, like July, June? Around June, July, after the finals. Oh, man, it becomes a ghost town for the world of sports because, you got baseball season starting to cook up, but they really don't pick back up until about August and after July. So I say all that to say, bro, we got to enjoy this while we can because I know it's fun to talk trash about a lot of different sports and say, oh, well, it's not entertaining. The NBA is garbage. I don't want to watch this. I don't want to watch this. Look, I'm going to tell you right now, bro, you better start watching something because in a minute, you ain't going to have a damn thing to watch. There's no college football right now. No NFL football. Basketball season, it's picking up. We about to hit the back end of the basketball season because the playoffs and all of that stuff is finna get cracking very, very soon. And just know, bro, as soon as June is over with, oh, it's done. We're going to be bored as hell. We might get a glimpse of some NFL trade moves and some free agency signings and maybe a few draft talks, but it's going to be list season for sure. We ain't going to have nothing to talk about. It's going to be a drought. We're going to be bored as hell. Y'all going to be on here making, man, I don't even know what the hell I'm going to be doing, but I'm just saying, bro, like, we almost at that time. It's a very sad time when you ain't got sports to watch too. Like, this past few Sundays, I don't know what to do with myself. Like, I'm curious for y'all, what the hell have y'all been doing these past few Sundays without NFL football on, bro? Like, it's been so weird waking up, especially when I don't have to work, waking up and being like, all right, let's get the day started. Oh, no football game today. Oh, okay. All right. I guess I'll figure out, hey, girl, what you up to? Like, it's weird, bro. I'm trying to figure out, like, damn. What do y'all do on Sundays when there's no football, bro? Like, it's rough. It ain't that many movies in the world. It ain't that many TV shows for me to watch in the world, bro. Like, I'm caught up on everything on Sunday. It ain't nothing to watch no more, especially like All-Star break and All-Star weekend and stuff. Like, man, like some of those events was crazy and they was like watered down and trash. But thankfully we get some basketball on the weekend. But man, it is rough not having NFL football on Sunday and even college football on Saturday. Like, damn, bro. And thankfully, I'm so thankful for Champions League and soccer and Premier League. All that stuff is going crazy, but this is tough. trying to find stuff to do on Sundays and Saturdays with no football it's different, bro. I was unprepared. I thought I was going to perceive it better when, I realized, okay, Super Bowl happened, no more football. I thought it was going to be a little bit better, but damn, bro, it's hard to get these bets off. People in the NBA hurt. People ain't playing. People getting blown out. Bets missing. Games is all blowouts. It ain't really that fun to watch. I'm happy my Pistons is doing good, but other than that, bro, it's rough, bro. It's rough. We're close. We're close, bro. So this is the time to embrace all the sports that we got going on. Your ass better tune in to NHL. You better tune in to all the off-season news for the MLB because it's coming up. And then NBA, definitely watch those games. I don't give a damn how bad you say the gameplay is. Just watch it and see for yourself. Don't believe me. Don't believe anybody else when they say, oh, the gameplay is bad and they got to do better at this. Just watch the damn game because I promise you're going to be very, very upset when it ain't nothing else to watch. When it ain't nothing to watch. Come July and it ain't nothing to watch and you ain't got no trips planned. Oh, bro, it's going to be bad, bro. I'm not ready for it. I am not ready for it. And that's my TED Talk. And that's my TED Talk. That's all I'm going to say, man. So embrace it. Embrace it. Embrace it. Embrace it. All right, that's all I got for y'all. But of course, I appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you for kicking it with me, especially if you always listen to the full episode. I know the episode's been a little bit longer lately, but I mean, hopefully you listen, whatever. But yeah, man, it is what it is. And, today's a shorter episode, if you will. But anyway, I guess it's around the standard what it used to be. But I'm going to leave y'all with this, man. Look, send this to a cousin, a brother, an aunt, uncle, a niece, a nephew, coworker, friend, spouse, whoever. I promise you they're not going to mind if you say, hey, just check this out. I thought it was dope. He did a cool segment talking about the NBA All-Star Weekend. He had some good thoughts on it. I thought it was funny at the end. Maybe you didn't think it was funny. Maybe you say, hey, bro, he lame. Whatever the case is, go ahead and send it their way. And then I'm going to leave y'all with the positive note, too. I got to, of course, leave you with that. And the positive note for today is just going to be salt in the world, man. Salt cleans out bad wounds. Salt makes food taste better. Salt does a lot of different things for the good. So I'm going to just say, be salt in this world. And, make sure you clean out the bad stuff. Make it better. Whatever you do, just make it better. Perceive that however you want to perceive that. But other than that, look, man, that's all I got for y'all today. And I appreciate you tuning in. Follow us on Instagram at The Run Podcast. Follow the personal page at I am Manny Wilson. And YouTube as well, bro. You got to check out the YouTube videos. That's where you can see all the videos at The Run Podcast. And other than that, that's all I got for y'all. So I appreciate you tuning in. And we'll be back later on this week. And so on and so on and so on.